I spent $150 buying every Costco deli meat to find out which ones are slimy disasters disguising as convenience food. What I discovered will completely change how you shop that refrigerated deli wall and possibly save you from some serious lunch disappointments. Costco moves millions of pounds of deli meat annually, positioning them as convenient lunch solutions for busy families. But here's the brutal truth that Reddit users have been trying to warn people about. Some of these deli meats are so slimy and poorly textured that customers are throwing away entire packages rather than feeding them to their families. I just spent 3 weeks systematically testing every major deli meat in Costco's lineup, buying from different locations at different times to check for consistency. Some of these meats deliver restaurant-quality flavor that'll make you question why you ever pay deli counter prices. Others are processed disasters with textures so off-putting that even bargain-hunting Costco shoppers won't finish them. Today, we're exposing 7 popular Costco deli meats you should absolutely avoid, plus revealing the 3 hidden gems that are genuinely worth every penny. And I'm going to tell you exactly which beloved favorites have been ruined by cost-cutting, and which quality options will actually enhance your sandwiches. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which deli meats are worth your money, and which popular options are just expensive disappointment wrapped in plastic packaging. Let's start with the 7 deli meats that should come with warning labels. Number 7. Mid-tier party trays, cheese and meat. The poor value add-ons. Starting our never buy list at number 7 are the pre-made meat and cheese party trays that the research describes as not bad, but poor value per ounce versus buying individual blocks and meats. While not terrible quality, these represent a convenience premium that doesn't deliver proportional value. The meat and cheese combinations in these trays often feature the same problematic turkey and ham products we'll discuss, but at even higher per ounce costs due to the party tray markup. You're essentially paying extra for the privilege of getting disappointing deli meats in smaller presentation-focused quantities. The portion sizes are designed for visual appeal rather than value, with the attractive arrangement masking the fact that you're getting significantly less food for more money. When you break down the cost per ounce, these trays consistently deliver poor value compared to building your own combinations. The convenience factor is minimal. Arranging cheese and meat on a platter takes minutes and allows you to control quality and portions rather than accepting whatever combination the tray provides. You also get to choose the specific products rather than being stuck with whatever meats they've selected. You're paying premium prices for convenience that isn't particularly convenient, while getting lower value and potentially lower quality than individual purchases. Number 6. Generic Kirkland sliced turkey, slimy complaint category, the texture disaster. At number 6 is an entire category that multiple Reddit users describe as having a slimy film that tears apart and is hard to portion neatly. This represents a systematic quality control failure across Costco's pre-sliced turkey offerings. That goes beyond any single product. Multiple Reddit threads mention turkey that arrives with an unnatural coating, slices that stick together in ways that make portioning impossible, and textures that make even dedicated Costco shoppers question their purchases. Users consistently describe having to peel apart individual slices, often tearing them in the process. Here's the alternative that consumers consistently recommend: buying whole deli turkey breast from Costco's deli counter and slicing it at home for roughly $4.80 per pound. Users report this delivers dramatically better texture, flavor, and value than the pre-sliced options. The convenience of pre-sliced turkey becomes meaningless when the slices won't separate properly, and the texture makes you question whether you're eating food or some kind of processed protein product that's been engineered for maximum shelf stability. You're paying for convenience that isn't convenient, and getting texture that makes you regret choosing turkey for lunch. Number 5. Kirkland Extra Lean Uncured Ham, the Wet Rectangle. Fifth on our avoid list is a ham that the research describes as having an unnatural rectangular shape, with meat that's sweeter and noticeably wetter than proper ham should be. Multiple reviewers mention visible juices pooling in the package, which suggests processing methods that prioritize water retention over flavor development. The research shows you get about twice as much meat for only about $1 more than the better Black Forest ham, but the quality difference is dramatic. The extra leanness comes at the cost of both flavor and texture, with the artificial sweetness being cloying rather than appealing. The texture is consistently described as having a processed, rubbery quality that doesn't resemble traditional ham. Instead of the firm, sliceable texture you'd expect from quality cured meat, you get something that feels more like a ham-flavored protein loaf that's been injected with liquid. The research positions this as only makes sense if you're stretching every dollar, not a flavor-first choice. When even budget-conscious analysis tells you the savings aren't worth it, that's a clear indication that the quality compromises are too severe to justify. The rectangular shape is particularly off-putting, suggesting industrial processing methods that prioritize uniform packaging over natural meat structure. Real ham doesn't come in perfect rectangles. That's the shape of processed food products designed for efficient manufacturing and shipping. You're getting quantity over quality, with texture and flavor compromises that make those extra ounces meaningless when the eating experience is disappointing. Number 4. Will's Macaroni Salad, the Sweet Soup. Fourth on our list is a deli case item that the research describes as too sweet with unbalanced flavor, with a dressing that's liquidy, almost soupy, rather than the creamy consistency macaroni salad should have. At about $6.99 for 3 pounds, this seems like a value until you realize you're paying for pasta swimming in disappointing dressing. The flavor balance is completely wrong, with the research noting it as having unbalanced flavor that suggests someone confused macaroni salad with dessert. Instead of the tangy, savory profile that makes good macaroni salad a complement to sandwiches, you get something that tastes like pasta candy. Despite promises of vegetables for crunch, the research notes the salad lacks crunchy texture despite promised vegetables. The vegetables are either absent or so overprocessed that they contribute nothing to the eating experience, leaving you with mushy pasta in sweet soup. The 3-pound container size becomes a liability when the product is this disappointing. Unlike other Costco bulk purchases where you can power through mediocre quality because of the value, this quantity of bad macaroni salad becomes a storage problem and a waste of refrigerator space. You're paying for 3 pounds of disappointment that takes up valuable refrigerator space while delivering neither nutrition nor satisfaction. Number 3. Dietz & Watson Organic Sliced Roasted Turkey, the expensive disappointment. Third on our avoid list is a turkey that proves organic labeling doesn't guarantee superior flavor or texture. At $17.99 for 27 ounces, this carries the highest price per ounce in the research's taste test comparisons, but delivers what food critics describe as fine but underwhelming given the price. The organic positioning commands premium pricing, but the research notes the flavor doesn't justify the cost, with texture that's wetter than other turkey options. This suggests that organic production methods haven't solved the fundamental problems plaguing turkey offerings. They've just made them more expensive. The wetness issue that plagues other turkey products is actually present in this organic version, with the higher price making the texture problems feel like a personal insult. You're paying premium prices for what amounts to expensive disappointment with an organic label. Here's what makes this particularly frustrating. Organic turkey should theoretically taste better than conventional turkey. Due to better feed, living conditions, and processing standards, the fact that this organic option is consistently rated below conventional alternatives suggests serious problems with either sourcing or processing. You're paying organic prices for conventional disappointment, with the organic label serving as expensive marketing rather than quality improvement. Number 2, Kirkland Oven Roasted Sliced Turkey Breast, the wettest disaster. Second on our avoid list is what the research describes as the wettest turkey in multi-brand taste tests. This isn't just about being moist, we're talking about turkey so wet that it creates texture problems that make eating genuinely unpleasant. The research notes this turkey as having gristly spots that give a crunch when chewing, which is exactly the opposite of what you want from sliced turkey. The combination of excessive wetness and occasional gristle creates an eating experience that ranges from unpleasant to genuinely off-putting. Reddit users describe this turkey as having a slimy texture with a strange film that makes slicing and separation difficult. Multiple customers report that the turkey tears instead of slicing cleanly, creating ragged edges that look unappetizing and suggest poor protein structure. The research notes the smokiness as okay, but nothing special, with the main complaint being mouthfeel rather than flavor. When the texture problems are so severe that they overshadow any positive flavor elements, you're dealing with fundamental processing failures rather than minor quality issues. You're getting turkey that's technically edible but practically unpleasant, with texture issues that make every bite a reminder of poor quality control. Number 1. Worst, Kirkland Meat Variety Pack, the triple threat disaster. Taking the top spot for deli meats to absolutely avoid is a product that the research shows manages to disappoint in 3 different ways simultaneously. At around $14.99, this turkey, ham, and roast beef combination looks like a deal, until you realize that 2 out of 3 meats are complete failures. The chicken breast component has what the research describes as gristle in taste tests that creates unpleasant crunching sounds during chewing. Multiple reviewers report that the chicken crumbles, is hard to peel apart, and has an odd flavor that doesn't resemble quality poultry. The ham portion is described as too salty and wet according to professional taste tests, while the roast beef is merely fine but not special. So you're getting 1 actively bad meat, 1 mediocre meat, and 1 acceptable meat for the price of what should be 3 good meats. The research consistently describes this as fitting the school lunch meat only category, noting it's acceptable for kids' sandwiches, but adults often regret it. When professional reviewers are saying something is only suitable for children who don't know better, that's not exactly a quality endorsement. Multiple customers report throwing away entire portions because even their kids, who normally eat anything with meat, reject the chicken based on texture alone. The value proposition collapses when you consider that you're paying for bulk quantities of products you don't actually want to eat. The research notes that Costco's individual meat options are consistently rated higher than this variety pack, suggesting that the combination format creates quality compromises rather than value benefits. You're paying for variety but getting disappointment in 3 different flavors, with none of the components meeting the quality standards you'd expect from individual purchases. Before we reveal the 3 deli meats that are actually worth your money, I want to thank you for watching this far. If this investigation is helping you make better choices at Costco, hit that like button and subscribe. It genuinely helps more people discover these deep dives, and it lets me know you want more content that saves you money and prevents lunch disappointment. Now, let's get to the 3 deli meats that actually deserve your sandwich budget and are worth every penny. Number 3, Kirkland Uncured Black Forest Ham, the flavor champion. Starting our winners list at number 3 is a ham that the research describes as delivering thick-cut, very flavorful ham with subtle sweet notes and a clear smoked profile. At $9.99 for 28 ounces, this ham proves Costco can deliver exceptional deli meat when they focus on quality over cost-cutting. The texture is everything the extra lean ham isn't. The research describes this as not wet, with a natural look that tastes more natural than cheaper options. This delivers proper ham flavor without the excessive moisture that plagues the cheaper alternative we discussed earlier. The research consistently describes this as versatile in simple ham and cheese or Italian-style subs, noting that it works across kids' lunches and adult sandwiches. That versatility matters when you're buying in Costco quantities. You need a product that works for multiple applications rather than just one specific use. The 28-ounce size is described as easy to portion and freeze if needed, making the bulk purchase practical rather than wasteful. The ability to freeze portions means you can take advantage of warehouse pricing without worrying about spoilage or having to eat ham every day for 2 weeks. At roughly 36 cents per ounce, this delivers what the research calls strong value for quality, compared to deli counter ham that often costs twice as much for inferior flavor and texture. You're getting artisanal-style ham at warehouse prices, which represents exactly what Costco shopping should accomplish. You're getting honest ham that tastes like ham should taste, with proper texture and genuine flavor complexity that justifies the bulk purchase format. Number 2. Kirkland Italian-style dry salami, the charcuterie champion. Taking the silver medal is a salami that the research describes as salty but not overwhelming, with subtle black pepper notes and high-fat content that gives a melt-in-your-mouth feel. At $11.49 for 2 packages totaling about 2 pounds, you're getting charcuterie-grade product at warehouse prices. The texture is described as having thick, meaty slices that are slightly more oily than some salamis, but in a way testers liked. That oiliness isn't a flaw, it's the natural fat content that makes quality salami satisfying and flavorful, rather than dry and processed like cheaper alternatives. The research describes this as delivering charcuterie board quality at a fraction of the cost of specialty deli salamis. The flavor complexity suggests traditional production methods rather than industrial shortcuts, with proper fermentation notes and spice balance that you'd expect from authentic Italian-style salami. The versatility makes this valuable beyond just sandwiches. The research mentions this for charcuterie boards, snack plates, subs, with the ability to freeze one pack for later to reduce waste. That flexibility matters when you're buying in bulk quantities. You can use it for multiple applications rather than being stuck with sandwich meat only. At roughly $5.75 per pound, this delivers exceptional value compared to specialty store salami that often costs $15 to $20 per pound for similar quality. You're getting artisanal-style charcuterie at grocery store prices, which represents significant savings for quality-conscious shoppers. The 2-package format allows for portion control and storage flexibility, with the research noting that 1 pack can be frozen for later to prevent waste while taking advantage of the bulk pricing structure that makes Costco shopping worthwhile. The black pepper integration shows genuine spice knowledge, creating complexity without overwhelming the meat flavor. It's salami that tastes like someone who understands charcuterie designed the recipe, rather than someone trying to mass-produce Italian-style flavoring. You're getting authentic Italian-style salami that competes with specialty deli products while delivering warehouse store value and convenience. Number 1. Kirkland Seasoned Roast Beef, the undisputed champion. Taking the top spot is a deli meat that the research describes as the most flavorful deli meat tested in comprehensive taste comparisons. Made from USD choice beef and seasoned simply with salt, garlic, and spices, this roast beef represents everything warehouse store deli meat can be when quality is prioritized over cost-cutting. The flavor is described as so rich and complex that it's juicy enough to flavor the bread, creating sandwiches where the meat actually enhances other ingredients rather than just providing protein. The research notes that this roast beef melts on the tongue with tenderness that rivals restaurant preparations. At 20 ounces, about 10 servings, for just under $15, this delivers exceptional value compared to deli counter roast beef that often costs $12 to $15 per pound for inferior quality. You're getting USDA choice beef at prices that make premium meat accessible for regular consumption, rather than just special occasions. The seasoning shows genuine restraint and sophistication, salt, garlic, and spices that enhance the beef flavor rather than masking it with artificial flavors or excessive salt. The research notes this lets the quality of the beef shine through, while adding just enough complexity to make it interesting. The texture is described as very tender and sliced thin, in a way that creates proper mouthfeel without the mushiness that plagues some processed roast beef products. The meat maintains its structure while being easy to chew and digest, creating the ideal deli meat texture. The research consistently ranks this at the top of Costco Deli meat reviews, noting that it delivers results suitable for high-end sandwiches, hot beef sandwiches, and premium lunch meat applications. That versatility matters when you're buying in bulk quantities. You're getting restaurant-quality roast beef that costs less than most deli counter options, while delivering superior flavor, texture, and eating satisfaction that justifies every penny. After analyzing comprehensive taste tests and consumer feedback, here's what the research reveals. Costco's deli meat lineup perfectly illustrates how mass production can either elevate or destroy good food concepts. The 7 products to avoid all share common problems: excessive moisture injection that creates slimy textures, over-reliance on processing shortcuts that compromise flavor, and quality control issues that create disappointing eating experiences. The turkey products in particular suffer from systematic texture problems that suggest fundamental processing issues across multiple suppliers. The 3 winners succeed because they respect the fundamentals of what makes deli meat satisfying: quality source ingredients, proper curing and seasoning techniques, and understanding that convenience shouldn't require compromising on flavor or texture. The seasoned roast beef proves that warehouse stores can deliver genuine premium quality when they prioritize ingredients over cost-cutting. The next time you're standing in Costco's deli meat aisle, remember this ranking: your sandwiches and your satisfaction will thank you. If this investigation helped you become a smarter Costco deli meat shopper, hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more warehouse store deep dives that'll change how you shop, for everything from rotisserie chicken to frozen meals. We'll see you on the next one.